She marched against foreigners. Yet shocking reports now claim she may be one herself. Zandile Dabula, a fiery voice of Operation Dudula. She built her name attacking immigrants in South Africa. Now, if rumors are true that she is from Mexico, I mean Zimbabwe, and she carries false South African identity, then her war wasn't about outsiders, but about her own reflection. This is a story of hypocrisy, self-hate, and the truth of what South Africans feel towards their neighbors. What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Foreigner. Well, guys, my name is The Foreigner. The Foreigner. I am a foreigner. Well, right now I'm on a break. I would say I'm on vacation. I'm not a foreigner right now. I'm in my homeland, motherland, in my country. I'm in Uganda, East Africa. Well, welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for passing by. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please remember to subscribe to the channel. And if you have already, thank you very much. Siyabonga kakulu, nkosi kakulu, asante sana. Thank you very much. Well, guys, I want to move so fast into the detail of the story. As you could see, exposed this lady, the head of Operation Dudula in South Africa, a pressure group that is said to be patriotic and is fighting for the layman or South African citizens who are fighting for jobs and so many other stuffs, or their freedom in South Africa, against the immigrants or foreigners in South Africa. So this group is one of the most vocal groups in South Africa. It's called Dudula. Well, last time I checked, Dudula has something to do with, or it literally means push or kick out something or get rid of. So it's pretty much like a Zulu or South African name or word that is meant to it's like a slogan used by this pressure group called Dudula, Operation Dudula. So it's been headed by this lady by the names Zandile Dabula. So she's been trending a couple of weeks or days ago, as it's alleged that she's been exposed. She is a foreigner herself and she is chasing after foreigners in South Africa. So you could literally get confused. Now, there's so many blogs or so many articles written about her, alleging that her real names are Senzeni Moyo. I beg your pardon, Senzeni Moyo, and she is from Zimbabwe, a place called Bulawayo. Based on the vlogs or allegations, they deep so much into her story, her background. There is a picture that I'm gonna show you of herself way back in 2016, about 9 years ago, with her cousin sister when they were at a park called Centenary Park. They were just chilling, having a good time. So they took a picture, and her cousin, Zandile Dabula's cousin, posted this picture way back in 2016. So now there's a lot of stories developing about this lady Zandile, giving information about her that she is a Zimbabwean. Wow, that's so crazy, man. That's so much of self-hate. Zandile must be hating herself too much, because if she says she is chasing illegal foreigners or foreigners regardless of their status, and she is one of them, and to make even matters worse, she's also impersonating to be South African, using South African names. That's crazy hectic, guys. That's crazy. I mean, one thing I want to say firstly, South Africa is an amazing country. It's one of the best countries on the African continent, and arguably on the planet. And I know South Africans as very nice people, very human, very kind, and very free. So I don't really want to think that Dudula is entirely backed by South Africans themselves, because I know for sure I've been in South Africa. I'll tell you for a fact, I've been in South Africa for 5 illegal years. 5 years illegal. Since 2019 to 2025, about June 2025, yeah, that's when I left South Africa. I've had South African friends, and I know South Africans, they are close to Ugandans, how free Ugandans are, how hospitable Ugandans are. South Africans are next to that, because they are free people, they're always partying, they're having a good time, they're not much segregative. So I wouldn't say that it's 100% filled with only South Africans. I mean, I'm talking about Operation Dudula. Well, the most recent leader, the previous leader of Operation Dudula was Ntanta Lax. He was from Soweto. Now, when this lady was hosted on a podcast, I'm not quite sure of the name, I usually forget it. It's called The Panel, or I think I'll just post it for you guys to get context, because I've been following this guy, but I kind of forget the channel name.
Dabula onzima omdumele
abampele
ompele.
Yes,
Hayi.
ompele abuquntamafu.
Quntamafu.
Yes.
From where?
Originally I'm from Soweto, and unfortunately asinawo amakhaya.
Okay.
But I believe abanye base Mount Frey.
Okay.
Ngihlala ngizwa nje kuthiwa
I think it's Penal. So when this lady was hosted on the channel, on the podcast, she was asked about her background and stuff like that, like where are you from and stuff. So she was asked, and I'll post a video if I happen to do that. She was asked, where are you from? She said she is from Soweto. Like, they were asked, Soweto is a very big place. I mean, you can't say I'm just from Soweto. Someone can't ask you and you say you are from Uganda. Where in Uganda exactly are you from? And then you come Western Uganda, So when this lady was asked about her background, she said she's from Soweto. Then they asked her father, where in Soweto? Then she said, I'm not quite sure, I was young. Like, she couldn't mention where exactly in Soweto she is from. And you could see in the comment sections, South Africans were coming at her, because you cannot say that's, I would say African, but not only African, even anywhere else in the world. Someone has a background, someone has where they come from. Live around this urban life. We all know, maybe in African setting, when it's Christmas or when there is ceremony, be it funeral or wedding, you have to go back to square one. You go back to where you were born, where your grannies are, or where your parents are. Even if you were an orphan, you have guardians. So you can't say you have no home. So that's one point. Then the other thing, when people are trying to find out deep into her academic background and stuff like that, they couldn't find anywhere she did a matric or college or varsity. There's nothing about that. All she could say, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. Well, I'm going to read you a few blogs about her story. Those guys that are in South Africa that tried to do a background check on her, and you could really understand that it's so crazy. Now, it brings us to a point. I want to ask you guys, who do you think really chases hard onto foreigners, or who hates the foreigners the most? Is it South Africans or is the foreigners? Because at some point I heard that this Operation Dudula, this peer pressure, this pressure group, is being funded by white supremacists in South Africa. Then that aside, now I hear Zimbabweans are involved. Now, in my previous vlogs, I used to tell you that Zimbabweans feel more of South Africans than other foreigners, because firstly they are neighbors, they speak the same language. And on my previous videos, some of the South Africans were arguing that no, it's not possible, we don't speak the same language. I know it comes around, it usually comes around. It's, in this case, it's like what is happening in Uganda right now. Ugandans and Rwandans, or Rwandese, they kind of have a relationship of a brother and sister. So when Rwandese come in Uganda, and then they kind of disagree with other foreigners, let's say Eritreans or Somalians, they call those other foreigners because for them they can resonate with Ugandan culture, they can speak literally the language easily and stuff like that. So that's exactly what is happening in South Africa. Zimbabweans feel like they are they are better foreigners than other foreigners. So in that case, they can easily camouflage and start speaking the language and get into leadership position. I mean, you understand what I'm trying to say. There's a video actually that was trending way back when the South African police officers were singing Zimbabwe. I know you guys in South Africa, you pretty much know what about that video. They were dressed in South African police uniform, but were singing Zimbabwe or celebrating, singing about Zimbabwe. I mean, I understand South Africa is a free country, everyone can do what they want, but when it comes to this issue of foreigners, man, it's crazy. It's actually mind-blowing. Anyhow, guys, I don't know what you feel about the story. I don't know what you think about it. And actually, I know for a fact that it's not yet confirmed. The Home Affairs or Internal Affairs Ministry hasn't dug deep into the lady's story. And actually, by the time of this video airing, she hadn't posted or responded to anything to do with these rumors. So we're still waiting to see if it's a rumor or if they are lies and stuff like that. But I personally think it's very, very possible. As I told you, as I usually say, South Africa is a very amazing country, but anything is possible in South Africa. Anything that cannot be possible anywhere else, it is highly possible in South Africa, because it's a free country. People do what they want, how they want to do it. Corruption is on a high. Robbery, crime is also on the high, but also people are so happy that they mind less or little about some other things that don't major in their lives. So guys, thank you very much for watching this far. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And the other thing, guys, don't skip the ads, man. I just got monetized, so I need to keep pumping. I need to get more money. I need to get going, man. I need to change the environment. Well, I still love this environment. It looks nice. Actually, it's getting dark right now. It's close to past 6:30. We are literally getting to 7 o'clock, but it's fine. Well, I'm saying, please don't skip the ads. It means much more to me. It means a lot to me. Guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like, share, and comment, and tell me what you think about this lady, Dudula lady, man. These guys have been going door to door, looking for immigrants. It doesn't matter whether you're legal or illegal, for as long as you don't speak the language, for as long as you can easily be identified. I mean, they're making life hard for foreigners in South Africa. And now, to make matters even funny, some of them are foreigners. What kind of self-hate is that, man? In the past few days, social media streets have been abuzz with posts that suggest that the infamous South African movement Operation Dudula's president, Zandile Dabula, is in fact a Zimbabwean national who hails from the beautiful city of Kings, Bulawayo. Naturally, there wouldn't be anything wrong with a Zimbabwean rising through the ranks of an organization in a foreign country. It would in fact be a cause for cheers, but when a Zimbabwean rises through the ranks of an organization that seeks to get rid of illegal foreigners while using a pseudo viciously and untrue identity, that becomes an interestingly ironic situation. Such is said to be the case with Zandile Dabula. Dabula is said to be a Zimbabwean who came from Bulawayo but living in South Africa using fake papers. There are various sources and pieces of evidence that cement the notion that Dabula may be an identity thief, as her tertiary academic papers have already been declared fake, and so far all hospitals and clinics that have been checked have no birth record for a Zandile Dabula that corresponds with her purported date of birth. Attached to the publication are the pictures of the Dudula president in Zimbabwe with her family members. In one picture, she's seen with her mother at Halare Mall, called Joanna City, and in another picture she's seen with her cousin at Bulawayo's Centenary Park, a picture that is said to have been taken in 2016. Contacted for a comment, Zandile declined to comment anything about this social media inferno that has her name all over. It surely means someone must provide some answers between herself, the South African Immigration Service, or both. For now, we will watch the space. This story was written by Bio Celebs on Instagram. Actually, there's a couple of more stories written about this lady by the names Zandile Dabula, and it's alleged that this is a fake identity. So based on the stories written on the internet, her real names are Senzeni Moyo from Zimbabwe, Bulawayo. Well, it's also said that this lady, Zandile Dabula or Senzeni Moyo, has 2 kids. She has 2 kids fathered by a Zimbabwean citizen. So if you try to add the dots, you could see the math is really mathing, and there's something very, very fishy. Well, if it's true that she is Zimbabwean or she's a foreigner running after other foreigners in South Africa, well, first things first, I wouldn't celebrate that she has come into the light and the truth has been shown. But I would at some point not feel so much sorry for her, because she's been on a case of so many foreigners in so many stories where foreigners have been denied health care in South Africa, and it's because of her big impact she has had in South Africa, and actually she's still having it. Last time I checked, or when I last talked to my friends who are still in South Africa, they told me now they're doing a door-to-door campaign. They go door-to-door, knock at the door, ask for the residents or people staying in the houses to show their papers, documentation, passports if they are foreigners and stuff like that. And that's the thing that is unheard of. It's unheard of entirely in the world. Not even in the US can that be done by just civilians or unauthorized people. But it's done in South Africa, and now it's been crazily catching people's attention when you realize that the head of this pressure group is a foreigner chasing after foreigners. That's so crazy, man. Well, watch the video, guys, till the end and tell me what you really think. Honestly, don't be disrespectful or biased. Just have an honest opinion and tell me what you think about this story. Anyhow, guys, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and comment. Don't skip the ads, man. Don't skip the ads. They mean so much to me. Maybe at the end of the month or the end of the year, I'll be in a position to start earning from this hustle. Love you guys.